All right, that was our ground beef rolled out onto our sheet pan. I'm next coming in with our sharp cheddar cheese slices for this absolutely delicious, fun, and easy little summer lunch. And we're just going straight across with that sharp cheddar cheese. And I'm just using like the little cheese and cracker style cheese here. You could do any kind of cheese you'd like. And then I'm just doing a lean ground beef. You could do any kind of ground beef you'd like. I'm next coming in with one of my favorite barbecue ingredients, our red onion. And I'm just going to pop one red onion on each one of our little cheddar cheese slices. I love making this, especially in the summertime. I feel like barbecues and potlucks and picnics and everything are in full swing. And this is one of my favorite things to make. I want to make sure we get a nice big onion on those. Perfect. No barbecue is complete without some pickles. I love just the little bread and butter pickles. We're gonna go right on in, and I'm gonna grab 2 pickles per cheese slice because, like I said, I absolutely love pickles. Fun fact, I don't like cucumbers, but I absolutely love pickles. So let me know in the comments if you are like me or if you think that I'm just maybe a little crazy, but I love pickles and cucumbers are just not my jam. But you can do any kind of pickle here. I know that they have like so many different pickles on the market right now too, like sweet, salty, sour, spicy. So any style of pickle. Oh, look at that big honking one. Oh, my mouth is already watering and we're just getting the pickles on there. Of course, we cannot forget our bacon. I just have some par cooked leftover bacon from my breakfast. And what I'm gonna do is just pop on, I just split a single piece of bacon in half so that way we can get a little crisscross action on top of our pickles, our sharp cheddar cheese, and our red onion. You could obviously do a turkey bacon. You could even throw like some pineapple and teriyaki sauce. You can really make this lunch your own with any kind of style. You could do like some pickled jalapenos. That's the beauty about this recipe, super customizable. All right, folks. Now that we have our little recipe ready, I'm gonna take that wax paper and we are just going to pull over our ground beef right on top, just like so. Perfect. And I'm just gonna do a gentle little pat and then we're gonna pull back that wax paper. Oh, beautiful. All right, we're gonna bring in our little pizza cutter. And what I'm gonna do is kind of just make sure that we feel, we're gonna go straight down. Don't be afraid to be aggressive, right down, vertically and horizontally, just like so. You could obviously use like a cleaver here, but we're just going straight on down, just like so, into our ground beef, and then one cut right down the center. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna take my clean hands, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take our little sections of ground beef. Remember, we have everything right in the center of those, and we are just gonna form little balls, just like so. Very so gently. You don't want to overwork the meat. And then we are bringing it over onto our greased sheet pan, just like so. So we'll continue to do that with the rest of our ground beef little deliciousnesses. All right, and we have our last one on this sheet pan, just ever so gently, giving it kind of a little pat down. Perfect. Our recipe is not complete without some Sweet Baby Ray's. I just like using the barbecue sauce. Juggy does as well. We're just gonna do a small little dollop right onto our ground beef little nuggets here. But you could do any kind of sauce you like. Honestly, there's so many barbecue sauces on the market. Any kind of sauce that you and your family likes. I just like to make sure that we get it nice and smothered in that beautiful sauce. It's just gonna really caramelize our ground beef. It's also just gonna help keep everything nice and together before we pop this in the oven. But we are not done yet. We are not just gonna top this with barbecue sauce. This is kind of like my way of doing a super high protein and delicious bunless kind of burger. So we cannot forget our sesame seeds. Because we aren't doing buns, I'm just gonna do a dollop of those sesame seeds right on top. They're gonna add a little bit of texture and it's gonna really give off that delicious burger kind of vibe. All right, depending on how you like your burgers done, we're gonna go 30 minutes at 350, but if you wanted a medium, you could go 25 minutes at 350. Wow, these turned out amazing. We have our little burger bombs, perfect for meal prep, perfect for a hot day when you don't want to barbecue and you still want that burger. We're just gonna go right on in. I have my little tongs here, and I'm thinking I just want the little one. We'll save the big one for my other family and friends. Oh, perfect. Look at those sesame seeds and that barbecue sauce. And then I definitely want to cut into one of these. So I just have my little knife here. And let's cut into one of these bad boys. Oh, you can already see like our pickle, our onion, and our cheese in there. Moment of truth. Oh, she's juicy too. Oh, I am so excited. Let's open her up. Oh, perfectly cooked. That bacon just really cooked in there. Look at all the pickles too. Oh my gosh. Perfect for summer. Easy little barbecue burger. You gotta give these a try.